A truck approaches a quarantine zone, greeted by personnel ready to disinfect the vehicle. People there spray the truck to clean it. The driver, curious about what's happening, asks one of them. The person explains that there was a minor leak in the biotech district, but is assured that it shouldn't pose significant problems. As the driver continues, he accidentally hits something on the road while reaching for his ringing phone. It turns out to be a deer. After making sure his truck is okay, he leaves the deer on the road. Strangely, the deer comes back to life. Seok-woo is busy at work, engaging in a phone conversation with a client about stock sales. He reads about mysterious fish deaths in a reservoir in a news site captures his attention. His assistant comes in, and Seok-woo decides to sell all the stocks related to that company. Later, he argues with his ex-wife over their daughter, Soo-an. She wants to visit her mom the next day for her birthday, but Seok-woo is hesitant to let her go alone. Upon arriving home, Seok-woo's mother greets him. Intruding into Soo-an's room, he discovers her talking to her mother on the phone, expressing her desire to take the train alone. Soo-an, determined not to inconvenience her father, hangs up upon noticing his presence. Seok-woo, torn between work commitments and family responsibilities, attempts to persuade Soo-an to wait a week until he has less work, promising to take her to Busan. Despite giving her an early birthday present, Seok-woo's attempt to make the occasion special falters when Soo-an reveals she already owns the same item. When he asks what else she wants, she expresses her desire to visit her mom. Soo-an insists on going alone so as not to waste her father's time. Seok-woo discusses this with his mother. Conversations with his mother highlight the emotional turmoil within the family. She advises him to have a heart-to-heart conversation with his wife during the trip to Busan. Despite Seok-woo's concerns about work, his mom emphasizes the importance of Soo-an's crucial period in life. His mom leaves him with a camera containing a recording of Soo-an's recital that he missed. Seok-woo watches the video and witnesses the pain he caused his daughter. Motivated by guilt and a desire to make amends, he resolves to take her to Busan. During their car ride, Seok-woo tries to impart a life lesson to Soo-an about the missed recital. However, the journey takes a dramatic turn when they almost collide with an ambulance. Observing a procession of emergency vehicles, they witness the escalating chaos around them. Suddenly, the atmosphere changes as Soo-an notices what appears to be snow falling from the sky. The reflection in the car reveals a distant fire, adding an eerie and surreal dimension to their journey. Little do they know that these peculiar occurrences foreshadow the unfolding catastrophe that awaits them in Busan. At the station, the Busan-bound train is preparing to depart. The conductor settles into his cabin, and attendants ready themselves. A coach filled with a baseball team is instructed to take their seats, but their cheerleader's entrance brings some cheer to the atmosphere. In-gil offers Yeon-gil a boiled egg, portrays the beautiful love between the sisters, just as Seok-woo and his daughter board the train. Seok-woo briefly informs his workplace that he'll return before lunch. As the train is about to leave, a distressed girl rushes into the car. Soo-an, Seok-woo's daughter, witnesses a man attacking a station worker from the departing train. The injured girl with a bite mark on her leg catches attention. Yeon Suk informs an attendant about a peculiar man who jumped on the train and has been in the bathroom for a while. Soo-an, curious about the commotion, investigates. The man in the bathroom keeps claiming that everyone is dead. The attendant attempts to persuade him to leave, but he remains adamant. Unbeknownst to the passengers, the bitten girl moves through the train and collapses unnoticed. Soo-an, intending to use the bathroom, encounters Sang-ho guarding the door for his pregnant wife in the next car. A female attendant discovers the bitten girl convulsing and calls for medical assistance. Seok-woo, awakened by his phone, realizes Soo-an is missing. His assistant informs him of a nationwide crisis, prompting him to search for his daughter. The chaos unfolds on the TV in the passenger car. The bitten girl transforms into a zombie, attacking the chief attendant. Panic ensues as passengers are caught in the outbreak. The chief attendant advises those in the next car to run. Seok-woo, desperately searching for Soo-an, witnesses the chief being attacked and turning into a zombie. Soo-an, alerted by the screams, joins her father. The father-daughter duo is chased by a growing horde of zombies throughout the train. Sang-ho urges his pregnant wife, Seong-kyung, to hurry as he senses the escalating danger. The train becomes a battleground as the passengers grapple with the sudden outbreak of the zombie apocalypse. Amid the chaos, a zombie attacks a woman, and Sang-ho, at the urging of Seok-woo, attempts to assist but ends up getting attacked himself. Seok-woo rushes into the next car while Sang-ho locks the zombie in the bathroom. Sang-ho instructs his wife to run, but more zombies soon arrive. Meanwhile, other passengers watch the unfolding horror on TV screens as people from other cars seek refuge inside. Seok-woo manages to close the door before Seong-kyung's face, and Sang-ho fights off a zombie, allowing them to enter the car and close the door before more zombies can enter. Seok-woo observes that the zombies are unable to open the door and advises Sang-ho to let it go. Realizing that the zombies attack when they see someone, Seong-kyung covers the door, effectively pacifying the zombies. The conductor announces that they won't be stopping at the next town. Yeon Sang-ho questions the conductor via intercom, asking if he's aware of the situation on the train. The conductor explains that the order came from the control center. Seok-woo receives a worried call from his mother, who urges him to take care of his daughter. The woman on the phone turns into a zombie while still talking to him. Seok-woo realizes the severity of the situation, but decides not to disclose it to Soo-an. As the train slows down, people at the passing station beg for help while being attacked by zombies. A government official announces through public channels that violent riots have erupted in major cities, leading to numerous deaths. Many major districts are closed down, and social media reveals videos of people being attacked. The announcement emphasizes a state of emergency, urging citizens to stay calm and at home, reassuring them of their safety. Passengers on the train barricade the door, moving in the opposite direction. Soo-an informs her father that her mom's phone isn't working, prompting him to sit her down while attempting to make a call. The unfolding crisis inside the train reflects the escalating catastrophe outside, creating an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. In-gil insists that Yong-gil takes the seat next to them, prompting the girl to offer In-gil her own seat. Sang-ho, still harboring resentment for Seok-woo shutting the doors on them earlier, observes the father and daughter approaching. Seok-woo scolds the girl for her selflessness, emphasizing the need to prioritize her safety in such situations. The conductor makes another announcement, revealing that they will be stopping at a station where the military has been deployed to secure the train. Seok-woo overhears Yeon Sang-ho on the phone, inquiring about accessible cities, and learns that the upcoming stop is not on the list. He instructs his daughter to stay put and heads to another car to make a call. Sang-ho questions the girl about her father's profession, branding fund managers as bloodsuckers. Agreeing with the sentiment, Sang-ho's wife attempts to lighten the mood by offering the girl candy and encouraging her to say hi to her baby belly, allowing Soo-an to feel a kick. Seok-woo calls a client for information about the upcoming city. The client warns that they'll be quarantined upon arrival. Seok-woo, using his daughter as leverage, convinces the client to help by promising a favor. The client advises them to avoid the main square and head to the east one, assuring that his men will be notified. Seok-woo notices the homeless man in the car. The train arrives at the city, expecting military assistance, but there's no one there. Yeon Sang-ho rushes out, followed by the others, including Seok-woo and his daughter. The remaining baseball team members exit with baseball bats. An attendant leads the conductor to the zombie car, where Yeon Sang-ho proposes uncoupling it. However, it proves impossible. The conductor suggests going directly to Busan, but insists on retrieving the passengers first. The uncertainty and tension build as the group faces the challenge of navigating through a city teeming with danger. Meanwhile, the passengers walk into the desolate station. Seok-woo, accompanied by Soo-an and the homeless man who overheard his call, heads to the east square within a cordoned area. Soo-an wishes to inform the others but is disheartened as her father forbids her. As the remaining passengers descend the escalator, Sang-ho notices something amiss about the station. Simultaneously, a man appears at the end of the hallway where Seok-woo and Soo-an are standing, prompting the homeless man to chase after him. Seok-woo instructs Soo-an to stay put and follows suit. As the passengers reach the bottom of the escalator, it becomes apparent that the military personnel have turned into zombies, and chaos ensues. Sang-ho, quick to react, ushers his wife up the stairs for escape. Seok-woo receives a call from his client, who reveals the inability to reach his men. A zombie attacks the officer in the hallway. The homeless man slips, attracting more zombies, and the officer is devoured. Seok-woo rushes back to Suan, who is on the brink of being attacked, but Sang-ho intervenes and rescues her. Seong-kyung joins them, and they run away together. The baseball team awaits them at the door, closing it upon their entry. Seok-woo grapples with a zombie, and the homeless man comes to his aid before making a dash for the door. Sang-ho, observing the situation, opens the door and holds it for Seok-woo. Together they push the door closed, attempting to secure it. Seong-kyung, almost at the train, witnesses the devastation as some passengers are overwhelmed by the zombie horde. The group faces the harrowing reality of a world plunged into chaos. They continue their frantic descent down the stairs, while passengers enter the train from the opposite side. Abruptly, the station horde breaches the windows, cascading onto the train. A zombie falls over Jong-gil, but fortunately it is too mutilated to reach her. Seong-kyung and Suan, along with the other sister, veer in the opposite direction, drawing the attention of a pursuing zombie. Jong-gil is rescued by an attendant and the cheerleader, making it into the train just in the nick of time. The other sister, the girl, and the pregnant woman enter another car, allowing the homeless man inside before the zombies can reach him. The zombies encircle the train, prompting Yeon Sang-ho to urge the attendant to depart for survival. The cheerleader insists they can't leave because her friends are still outside, but the attendant contacts the conductor, directing him to depart. Meanwhile, Sang-ho successfully locks the door. Suddenly, the horde shatters through the glass as the men make their escape. Realizing the train is moving, they rush, but at the base of the stairs, 2 baseball players fall victim to the relentless zombies. The survivors on board the train face the grim reality that not everyone could be saved. The last survivor freezes momentarily, but with Seok-woo's encouragement, he regains his composure and swiftly boards the train. Sang-ho falls behind, prompting Seok-woo to extend his hand, but Sang-ho opts for a baton and shield, skillfully fending off the approaching zombies. He eventually makes it onto the train. Meanwhile, the conductor contacts the control center, inquiring about an open path to Busan. Advised to proceed, he requests to be informed upon establishing contact with the station. Seong-kyung and the others find themselves caught between 2 zombie-infested cars. Spotting an open toilet, Seong-kyung signals the others to join her. Everyone squeezes inside, but a zombie attacks Seong-kyung as they barely manage to secure the door against the oncoming undead. In another part of the train, some passengers cover the glass doors as the conductor announces their direct route to Busan. The cheerleader receives a call from the last baseball player, who sorrowfully reveals that no one else survived. Simultaneously, Seok-woo attempts to contact his daughter when he suddenly hears Sang-ho speaking to her on his phone. Suan informs him that they're trapped in a toilet in car 13, while the baseball player reveals the others are in car 15. Determined to rescue the stranded passengers, the men prepare for the challenging task ahead. Sang-ho strategically plans their approach, positioning himself at the forefront, the boy in the middle, and Seok-woo at the back. They decide to wait until they pass through a tunnel to execute their plan. As the train emerges from the tunnel, the zombies immediately spot them, and the trio engages in combat. Sang-ho showcases formidable strength, dispatching zombies with his bare hands, while Seok-woo provides assistance from the flank. The boy utilizes his bat as a weapon, and together they form an unstoppable team. However, upon entering the next train car filled with zombie baseball players, the boy freezes in fear. Sang-ho pushes the boy out of harm's way and confronts the baseball zombie horde. Seok-woo manages to find one of their bats and joins the fight. The confrontation reaches a deadlock until suddenly they pass through another tunnel, causing the zombies to behave strangely. Seok-woo seizes the opportunity, creating a distraction with the bat's noise. The zombies follow the sound, allowing the trio to escape. As the train exits the tunnel, the zombies resume their attack, and the perilous journey continues. Taking refuge between train cars, Seok-woo devises a plan to use their phones as decoys during the upcoming tunnel passage. In the darkness of the tunnel, Seok-woo throws Sang-ho's phone to the back of the car, calling it to attract the attention of the zombies. Exploiting the diversion, they manage to slip past the zombies without engaging in combat. Reaching the safety of the toilet, the group rejoices at their reunion. The baseball player finds another toilet, and when they enter the next tunnel, he guides the others inside to avoid detection. Seok-woo calculates the time until the next tunnel, and instructs the boy to text his girlfriend in car 15. The cheerleader expresses joy at the news of the boy's impending arrival, but Yeon Sang-ho and others are skeptical, fearing potential infection. Desperate to convince them, she seeks the attendant's help, but he aligns with Yeon Sang-ho's concerns. As the train approaches a tunnel, everyone emerges from the toilets, gearing up to confront the challenge of navigating past the zombies. Crawling through the luggage racks, Seok-woo successfully diverts the attention of the zombies, allowing the group to move to the next car. In the process, the homeless man stumbles, and Seok-woo rushes to help him. However, when the train enters a tunnel, both of them find themselves stranded in the car with approaching zombies. Seok-woo counts down, planning their escape, but an inadvertent noise from the homeless man, who steps on a soda can, attracts the attention of the zombies. Despite the close call, they manage to get through the door. Meanwhile, Sang-ho ends up holding a door with a lodged zombie. The baseball player tries to communicate with his girlfriend in car 15, but the sealed door prevents her from sharing information. Seok-woo rushes to aid Sang-ho, and the boy attempts to smash the other door. However, a sudden zombie attack results in Sang-ho getting bitten. Breaking through the door to the other car, the baseball player tries to enter, but Yeon Sang-ho prevents him. Jong-gil and the cheerleader fight from the inside, while Seong-kyung, Sang-hwa's wife, begins moving toward her husband, who insists that Seok-woo take her and leave because he's growing tired. Sang-hwa, facing his inevitable fate, asks Seok-woo to take care of his pregnant wife, Seong-kyung. Seok-woo expresses his sorrow, and as the door breaks apart, the group has to move quickly. Sang-hwa valiantly fights off the zombies to buy them time. Seok-woo, holding his daughter and Seong-kyung, rushes to escape, but In-gil gets caught in the chaos. Seok-woo manages to close the door, immediately attacking Yeon Sang-ho and accusing him of being a bastard. Yeon Sang-ho claims that Seok-woo is infected, and the attendant instructs them to move to the vestibule. Passengers from car 15 demand they leave, and the homeless man exits first. The cheerleader chooses to go with the baseball player, and Seong-kyung suggests that they leave too. Seok-woo follows, and the others seal them inside the vestibule. Jong-gil, unable to resist, opens the door, and her zombie sister emerges. The passengers from car 15 are overwhelmed by the zombies. Meanwhile, the conductor, attempting to gather information about Busan, observes fires burning in the city. Seok-woo finally talks to his daughter, promising to take her to her mom for her birthday. Later, he receives a call from his assistant, who informs him that Busan has the best defense among all the cities. Seok-woo's assistant reveals that the virus originated from one of their companies. The train abruptly stops due to a blockade, prompting the conductor to announce his intention to find another train to transport the remaining survivors to Busan. Yeon Sang-ho and the attendant have managed to survive the zombie attack. The conductor checks the first train he encounters, discovering it's filled with zombies, so he continues searching for an alternative. Seok-woo informs the group that they need to move and find a way to Busan. Meanwhile, the conductor locates an empty train and starts it up. Yeon Sang-ho and the attendant find themselves trapped in a toilet, and Yeon Sang-ho, desperate to escape, pushes the attendant into the zombies. As this unfolds, a burning car crashes into the trains carrying the survivors, creating a barrier between them. The baseball player and the cheerleader find themselves in a train compartment, attempting to break open the door. Yeon Sang-ho enters, sacrificing the cheerleader and leaving the baseball player to fend off the approaching zombies alone. The baseball player escapes from the zombies, and the boy successfully fends off a zombie attacking the girl. However, the girl begins to turn and eventually bites the baseball player. Meanwhile, Suan wakes up Seok-woo. The group, including Seong-kyung and the homeless man, becomes trapped under a zombie-infested train car. Yeon Sang-ho runs toward the moving train, leaving the conductor behind. As the train car collapses, Seok-woo finds an escape route. He attempts to pull the others out, but the gap caves in. Zombies break through the train car windows, and the homeless man tries to shield the girls. Seok-woo manages to reopen the gap, and he and the girls escape, leaving the homeless man behind. Seong-kyung, Seok-woo, and the kid run away from the approaching zombie horde. Meanwhile, zombies pile onto the moving train. Seok-woo tries to shake them off, eventually succeeding. The trio searches for the conductor, but finds a half-turned Yeon Sang-ho in the cabin instead. He manages to open the door. Seok-woo informs Yeon Sang-ho that he's infected, and when Yeon Sang-ho fully turns, he attacks them. Seok-woo and Seong-kyung manage to fight him off, but Yeon-suk bites Seok-woo. Realizing he's also been bitten, Seok-woo chains himself to the train and flings Yeon-suk off. Aware of his impending transformation, Seok-woo instructs them on the train's brakes. Seok-woo tearfully tells Suan to stay with Seong-kyung and reach Busan for safety. Despite her reluctance, Seok-woo releases himself from Suan's grip before turning into a zombie. As he transforms, he remembers the day Suan was born, then jumps off the train car. Seong-kyung and Suan continue but have to leave the train due to a blockade on the tracks. They navigate through debris and bodies, entering a dark tunnel. On the other side, the military, with a sniper ready to shoot, can't determine if they're infected. An order is given to kill them. Just as the sniper prepares to shoot, Suan begins singing her recital song. The soldiers recognize them as survivors, and the two make it through the tunnel, finding hope amidst the devastation.